Welcome back, everybody. Uh, Welcome to this commentary playthrough of Trails Beyond the Horizon with Kellador. Last time, we got some really slick items at the end of the playthrough, so we're going to take a closer look at those and see what's going on. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithmic beast. All that YouTube jazz, right, buttons. So first, Magic Booster. Arts damage plus 60. Sorcerer Beta. Speed plus 3, arts resistance. Or max EP and damage plus 20. I think speed is actually about to be less of an issue, so we're going to give that to her. And lightning, speed plus 8 is good. Hey, you're going to get the magic booster. The evasion's nice and all, but Shizuna has that, huh? No, actually, I'm going to give you Vajra. Sorry, Shizuna. And we're going to give you Magic Booster. Okay, but the bigger thing...
Providing support.
Yeah, like, that's nice and all. 5 and 3 and... That's great. That's really great. It's a wonderful thing. But... we got this. We have so much of this, and she will be spending most of her time casting arts, which means she will mostly be unhittable, which is going to be freaking amazing. It gives us Mindbuster. It's going to give us Spirit Breaker Barrage. We're going to keep Judgment Feather. This is...
Skills modified.
yeah... Ren. Gonna be a beast. Absolute beast. Doopy-doopy-doo. Earth, Chrono, Shield Buster, Swordbreaker, Deadly Lance. Aqua. And Gale. Instead of Chrono 2. Not really sold. You've got that. Crit is awful nice. Heavenly Fortune is good. Oh, that's why you have that.
Of course. You may rely on me.
Earth? Why do you have the Earth? The Earth is for Deadly Lance. That's times 4, that's times 5. It's times 8 for resisting rot.
I'll give it a try.
Kusanagi, yeah, you're keeping that. I don't know if... oh, you have way more than enough wind. And you have indomitability, so that doesn't help.
You're
Well,
in capable hands. That is a single element slot.
it is a single element slot, but, you know,
That is
eh,
a single element slot.
sure.
Skill
Let's do
set
that.
amended.
Better all the way around. You know what? Let's remove
That is a
that.
single element slot.
Put evade
Skill set
3
amended.
there. Put evade
Skill
2
set
there, so we
amended.
keep all of that. Put another earth there. Don't think we'll get an earth in space, but... Okay. Anyway, what we should do
What do you want to do?
is a connection event. And we'll go ahead and start with Aaron, because why not? Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. There's something I should do before I head out there. Aaron then took Van out of the city. I don't sense any monsters nearby. Looks like nothing's going to get in our way here. Is there a reason we had to come all the way out here just to warm up? What's going through your... Hey now, what's the big idea? Just shut up and get ready. Surprise attacks ain't uncommon in actual combat. Don't you go holding back now, got it? Oh, so that's how it is. If it's a fight you want, I'd be happy to oblige. Here I come! And so the two began their practical combat training. Aaron relied on his Gecko School sword skills, while Van used the hollow style of his Kunlun martial arts, as well as various tricks. Damn. You're flicking coins at me? You're one crafty asshole. Really? Aaron, he's been doing that since Daybreak 1. Like, it's one of the staple moves. Well, I had to take a gamble. It was all I could come up with to put a stop to your acrobatics. Though I doubt whatever foe you're dreaming up is going to use tricks like that. Probably not. Considering the guy uses Gecko School martial arts, you're guessing he's from the East, yeah? Is it just me, or are you obsessed with him? I mean, I get that he's wielding the same style as you and all. How can I not be after witnessing such incredible martial arts firsthand? And it ain't just him. Every one of those masked jackasses is something else. So how can I just sit on my ass and do nothing? Even if the Heavenly Mother might forgive me, I won't forgive myself for letting those bastards do as they please. That's why I'll be using you to improve my martial arts. I hope you're ready. How can I say no when you went through all the trouble of picking me as your punching bag? That said, it'd be better if...
I see you've already warmed up.
Fun. Fun? Oh, good. Glad you could make it. Thanks for coming all this way despite your busy schedule. Once I got your message, I did my best to carve out some time. I had to, seeing as that's all for Aaron. Van, did you... I mean, I had a pretty good idea what you wanted from me. But fighting someone with a weird-ass style like me ain't gonna do much to improve your own martial arts. What you need is a fellow student of the Gecko School. A master. I will be your opponent today, Aaron. I face you not as the next head of the Liu family, nor as the vice president of the Kowloon Bank, but as a master of the Gekka School of Martial Arts. From what I heard, he used to be an assistant instructor. Apparently, it's been a hot minute since he was on the front lines, though. For real? I remember when you used to help train me when I was just a twerp. That I could ask for a better training partner. You can still go, right? Don't worry. I may not have dueled anyone recently, but I have never slacked in my training. Whether I get serious or not is up to you. Now you're talking. Get ready, Fondaran. Jiji Ru Luling. Yeah, how can you move like that? And weave in a talisman, no less. I admit, I'm used to being a bit pudgy. Ashen even chides me about it on occasion. But is that all you've got, Aaron? Don't underestimate me. How long has it been since we last faced off like this? To think I used to train you when time permitted back in the day. Back when folks first started calling you Fondaran. And you got busy, and Ashen started actually working for Heiyue. Even Gien started distancing himself from me. I don't mean to go on whining about the old man now, but back then, you stood by my side. And I still owe you for that. I did nothing to earn your gratitude, Aaron. In some ways, I'm just like my father. I'm still carrying the events of 40 years ago. You mean... To be honest, I was only 5 years old at the time, so I don't remember things clearly. But even so, I will never forget how Longport was in those days. It's been carved into me. Heiyue's demonic tyrant, the constant conspiracies and betrayal, the fear which clings to the city even now. The past is a curse, feeding on the present. It's responsible for the events of last year, and ones that took place even just a few months ago. Still, Heiyue is changing little by little, especially now that Sao has started a new family. Even Ashen has found a way to shake off the past and look forward. And that change continues with you, Aaron. Being with the Spriggan has really helped you find a new path for yourself. How many times?
I ain't part of Heiyue, and I ain't gonna be chained down by the past or the present. I'm gonna walk my own path.
As it should be. As it must be. Free yourself of even the dark machinations of fate itself. Break through all obstacles that lie before you. If you can believe in your friends and in yourself, I know you can do it, Aaron Way.
Is that the Ungula Barrage?
Oh, my. Well done.
Had another breakthrough, huh? And so, Aaron was able to draw out more of his true potential. After everyone's wounds were tended to, Aaron and Van said goodbye to Fawn, who left to return to the Kowloon Financial Bank. Is this going to give us a new S-Craft for Aaron? That would be awesome. Or even just a new skill. I'm surprised he stuck around so long, considering how busy he is. Aaron is like a son to me, so I'm happy to help. His words. You're well loved, Mr. Prodigy. Can you stop calling me that already? But seriously, those are the things that make me me. As long as you get it.
Believe in my friends and myself, and break through the machinations of fate, huh? Never thought Fawn would be the one to tell me stuff like that.
Guy's not wrong about Heiyue starting to change. You too. You're starting to believe in the path you've chosen for yourself and find a new potential for who you can be.
That guy's just a big softy. He's supposed to be the next head of the Liu family, you know. And you're not much different. You could tell I've been in a funk and set all this up just to help me.
Hope I didn't overstep. I mean, I was perfectly happy to stand to the side and let you two go at it.
Screwing around. I gotta admit, though, I do feel a little better thanks to you. Doesn't matter what those vestiges are plotting. It won't change what I have to do. They won't be wreaking havoc on my watch. I'm gonna find those bastards and send them packing. And I'm gonna do it with my Gekka. As well as that Spriggan style I picked up from you.
I swear, you've got way more presence than when we first met. Prove to me that you ain't gonna lose to anyone, Aaron.
Of course I will. You'd better be there to revel in my victory.
After meeting up with their friends, resumed work. Okay, Aaron's Phoenix Barrage has been upgraded to True Phoenix Barrage. All right, we'll take that. Okay. Well then, let's go take a look at City Hall.
See you later, Judith.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
Oh, hey, Louie. Now, it's about time I get back to my deliveries. My daily routine is to wrap up work by nightfall and then enjoy a drink at Chat Noir. I wonder if Shannon will be surprised when I tell her what happened today. Oh, are the two of them close? I think they just might be. Thanks for everything you did for Yasser. I don't really get what a Spriggan is, but I hope everything works out for you folks while you're here. This is the Anchorville Police Department. We handle everything from incidents to accidents, and even offer consulting. Everyone in the city is psyched about tomorrow's rocket launch. Just try not to get too crazy. I reckon after this, I should go check in on Officer Jackson. He only joined up this year, so I'm still worried about his performance. Hopefully, he'll become the first-rate officer this town needs so that he can help make it a safe place to live.
Initiating search.
There's so many pigeons!
Search time.
Are you Gracio? We're from Arkwright Solutions. Ah, so you're the ones I've been hearing about. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Gracio, yes, and I represent Anchorville City Hall's tourism branch. There's no need to be so formal. It feels a little strange in a place like this. It ain't every day we get a 4SPG from someone in the government. Even so, I expect my request should be right up your alley. Now, allow me to explain the situation. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Gracio. At least wait for me. My apologies, Mr. Bannings. Wait. Mr. Who? Is this Lloyd's dad? Oh! Is this your boss? Please, allow me to introduce... The Fixers, right? I've heard the rumors. You're right that we don't normally consider asking for outside help. But Gracio here's been making the case that we should reach out to you. Seeing as the buck ends with me as the manager, I'll be sitting in on this meeting. Fine with me. So what's the deal with the request? As you can imagine, our tourism branch is in charge of Anchorville's PR and facility management insofar as they relate to tourism. That includes cooperating with certain sites used to reserve lodging. And a service that books accommodations for you, yeah? I've seen a few before. It's a little strange for the city to be involved like this, though. Well, we don't just think of ourselves as just a transportation hub or a rest stop on the way to the capital. So, we provide information to tourists about our various attractions and recommend accommodations and discounts that they can use while they're here. We are now also running a popular support campaign in conjunction with the space program, offering partial rebates for lodging. Because of that, we've been getting more and more reservations than we ever thought possible. Wow! Normally, people just skip right by us since we're so close to the capital. Sounds like you jumped on the space program bandwagon at just the right time. Oh, Aaron. More to the point. The request makes it sound like you've run into some trouble? Yes. For starters, some of the rooms the guests reserved ended up being occupied before they even made it to the hotel. One group reserved a suite and ended up with a conference room. And there was even a prepaid reservation that had no record of payment, causing the guests to lose out on the room. Such problems have been frequent, but only at lodgings registered on the site within the city. Only at Anchorville lodgings. That is strange. Did City Hall figure anything out? Not a thing, unfortunately. We don't know if this is an issue with the site, an error by a third party, or even some kind of crime. Whatever the case, we'd really like to get this taken care of quickly. In addition to affecting business operations, they've also resulted in a number of claims being made against us. I heard rumors about you while all this has been going on. Apparently you're familiar with the Orbital Network and other new technologies. We would truly appreciate your assistance. Oh yes, Law and Gray. We'll see if this moves our Gray up a level. That would be nice. All right, we accept. Really? Oh, that's reassuring. Normally, I'd say it's up to the city to clean its own mess. But if everything is in order, I'll leave the rest to Gracio. I'll still be keeping an eye on things, though. We'll see whether or not you're like the rumors say. I don't get the feeling that he trusts us. Can't blame him. Even if our reputation's been growing, the work we do ain't exactly on the up and up. Now, We'd like to hurry up and get started, but we can't until we know where the issues actually occurred. Of course, that would be at the Hotel Mersoy on the back street and the boarding house operating in the southeastern part of town. We've already spoken to the people in charge, so I'll leave the rest to you. One more thing before you go. Here. Gracio held out an envelope filled with Mira. Huh? What's this? What do you mean? This is the advance payment, of course. I believe what we need was made clear in our request. Please, accept it. We only want this problem to be taken care of quickly. Naturally, you will be provided a much greater remuneration upon the completion of the job. This is more like how we did transactions as mercenaries. Yeah. Thanks for the offer, but we only accept payment after the request is completed. Hard to guess how much overhead we'll be dealing with. Can't you just pay us after we wrap things up? Is that so? Well, if you say so. We'll let you know if we find anything, so don't worry. First, we'll need to check out Hotel Mersoy and the boarding house by the station, right? Yeah, best get started.
Time to solve some problems.
Well, our other Spriggan that turned up is clearly running things a different way and making problems. I trust you have things taken care of here. I prepared a nice reward for all your trouble, so do your best. Gracio went and commissioned this job on his own. Normally, we'd investigate a case like this within City Hall. Anyway, try not to do anything too suspicious. Got it? Okay, Lloyd's dad. You might want to check on the son you abandoned. Seriously. You left him and his brother high and dry. It's not cool, man. Seriously not cool. Let's go to the hotel first.
Let me ask you something.
Welcome. Do you have a reservation? Nah, just some questions. We're here on behalf of the City Hall regarding a certain incident. I see. This is about the booking site. Yes, our hotel is registered. Thanks to the tourism support campaign, the number of guests staying with us has increased over the last few years. Sounds like the number of problems has gone up too. Am I right? Yes. Just the other day, we had an issue that affected 2 of our guests. Their reservations overlapped for the same room. Does that mean they were somehow able to reserve the same room at the same time? That definitely sounds like a problem. Indeed. The room in question sits facing the river with an excellent view of the city. After some discussion, we were able to move the guest who made their reservations second to a room on the other side of the hotel. To compensate them, we provided upgraded dining privileges and other benefits. However, the tourism support campaign ultimately failed to provide them with the rebate. Our guests were fairly dissatisfied as a result. Oh, that's pretty rough. It was a strain on the hotel, too, wasn't it? Honestly, it's been nice not having to worry about profits recently. Needless to say, we're happy about the increase in visitors. It's just the growing number of issues is becoming a problem. We reached out to the booking site to try and prevent this from happening again, but they said they couldn't identify the problem. No clues about the cause, huh? Would you be willing to share your communications with the booking site from the time of the incident? After you've deleted your guest's personal information, of course. I suppose I could provide that much. Just a moment, please. The manager provided the data regarding the booking site. Okay. Kitty and Rosette, do your thing, and maybe call Tio.
Pardon me.
We had to deal with complaints all day yesterday. We really need City Hall to do something about this as soon as possible. Excuse me, are you the person in charge here? Sorry to interrupt while you're so busy. Got a minute to chat? And you are... You're here on behalf of the City Hall about the booking site problems. Man, am I glad to see you. Honestly, these issues have worn me out. We were told that you have an old apartment that you've been renting out as temporary lodging. Would you mind telling us about some of the troubles you've been having? Just the other day, a guest told me they'd made a reservation on the site. But we hadn't gotten a notification about it at all. There was nothing we could do to accommodate them at the time, since we were full. A reservation that shouldn't have gone through. Sounds like it's been a common issue. What ended up happening with the guest? Well, we helped them find another hotel to stay in. But it's troublesome having to deal with these unforeseen issues, including returning the mirror they said they'd already paid. The new hotel didn't fall under the ongoing tourism campaign, so the guests lost out on the rebate, too. Since we were so busy helping them, we couldn't deal with our normal guests, resulting in a number of complaints. Sounds rough for such a small operation. Did they not find any flaws in the booking site's system? I suppose that's a possibility. It depends on how complete the system is, but that's the first place I'd look after taking everything into account. We asked, but they told us they couldn't figure out where the problem originated. The site only just started operating, and there haven't been any similar issues elsewhere. I've definitely seen an increase in the people staying with us since I registered on the tourism guy's recommendation. But if I'm going to have to keep dealing with things like this, then I might have to back out. More people, more problems, I guess. But something does feel off. You mind if we take a look at the computer you use for reservations? We'd like to take a peek at the data from that day. Just in case. Not at all. Here, I'll show you the way. Van entered the boarding house and borrowed the data from the computer. We managed to get information from both the hotel and the boarding house that Gracio mentioned. Sounds like both of them had problems with the site, but got no answers about why. We've investigated the data we received, and it appears that the guests experiencing the problems were using different booking sites. There were records of other such cases as well, but there doesn't seem to be any common threads regarding the sites they used. Sounds like it's not a bug in the reservation system itself. Could be something on the outside, or maybe a problem with the lodging. Either's possible. I hate to doubt the people of my own hometown, but should we get my mom involved? Miss Chloe? Yeah, La Nuit de Chat Noir may not be a hotel, but the guest rooms typically go unused. But it is pretty famous in the area. The tourism branch has probably reached out to her before. She must know something about what's been going on. You're probably right. We ought to check in with her. Then let's head over there now. Let's go check on the former Grim Cat.
Search time.
I went around the back way instead of the front way. Bah. Here we go. Hey, Chloe. What you got for me?
Pardon me.
Oh, you're all back. It looks like you're in the middle of a 4SPG. Your faces suggest you need something from me. That's my mom. Nothing gets past her. We wanted to hear your thoughts on our current 4SPG. After calling out to the members of the crew standing by, they gathered at a corner booth to talk. Ah, yes. I was approached by City Hall's tourism branch not too long ago. They said they would provide monetary assistance and wondered if I wouldn't open up the second floor rooms to booking. Of course, given the secrets we keep, I had to turn them down. It sure would have made the place a lot more lively. Having more outsiders around would make it a little harder for the cats to play. You want to protect your secrets, then you'd be better off locking up Judith in her room. What's that supposed to mean? I'm pretty sure there's only one possible implication. You too, Ketra? Anyway, that's the situation as it stands now. You hear anything about it? We know it ain't just a bug with the booking site. I heard about what happened at the hotel and the boarding house. But there's something else that I found interesting. It's regarding the tourism support campaign. The tourism support campaign? That's the rebate offered on reservations made through the site. Yes, but doesn't apply to everyone. There are a few conditions. You have to use the site, fill out a survey regarding that usage, and so on. Anchorville City Hall ultimately has the final say. The problem, though, is timing. I looked into it. City Hall was making their decision after the reservation was confirmed, but before the info was sent to the hotel. That means City Hall's the one stopping the information from going through. The information on the reservation was only sent to the hotel after a determination was made. It certainly seems like a strange system, doesn't it? Sure does. There's no reason for City Hall to get in the middle of the reservation process. Payments could get canceled. Whether or not someone qualifies for the rebate should be decided after their stay. That's how other campaigns like this tend to handle it anyway. Begs the question, who's in charge of making these determinations? I've already looked into it. It's none other than the tourism branch's own Gracio. What? Our client, huh? This is starting to stink. But why? What for? It seems a little too complex to be a prank. But it's not like either the guest or the lodger are suffering much in damages. Hotels only lose a little bit of time and cost in compensating their guests. And it's not like any guests have been tricked out of something. Not publicly, anyway. Could be something like that's happening, but it just never got brought to our attention. Sounds like you've got something in mind. Yeah, but I still got a few questions. Thanks, though. We've managed to straighten some things out. You certainly match your reputation. You're quite welcome. I don't really get it. We may have to start asking our questions more directly. Yes, then let's head to Anchorville City Hall.
Alrighty. Search totem.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
Which way? That way. Yes, I did turn the correct direction.
Please wait a moment. Beginning search.
Anything? No. Okay. Hey, buddy. What you got going on? Aha! Arkwright Solutions! How's the request coming along? Do you have an idea of when we'll be able to put this behind us? Yeah. We've talked to everyone involved. Is that so? I'm glad. Perhaps we should go into that meeting room for your report. Nah. Here's good. Since it looks like we've got to clear up some misunderstandings. And what does that mean exactly? Sounds to me like your investigation into the booking site is complete. Did you figure out what was causing the problems? Yeah, we sure did. Having you here works out. It'll be much quicker if you're involved. Say what? Van, let me start with our conclusions. The problems with the booking site that have been popping up were caused by... I really want to say bannings. But everything they've said points to Gracio. But I really want to say bannings. You, our client. Huh? What? What are you saying? So, it was him. It would certainly explain a lot if he's our guy. Yes, including the true reason behind the trouble. Would you kindly elaborate? Trouble wasn't caused by the site itself, nor by the lodgings or the guests. It's a question of who caused the problems and why. The core issue is the discrepancy between the reservations the guests made and the information the accommodations received. Based on the fact that this problem is only happening in Anchorville, regardless of the site being used, and given the systems in place for the tourism support campaign, we were able to narrow down the list of third parties involved. The culprit in question intentionally created trouble for the lodgings by falsifying reservation information. Hey, hold on a sec. Why would anyone do that? Sure, there were issues, but the payments people made were refunded properly, and they were even compensated for their trouble. Nobody stands to get anything. Would someone go through that much trouble just to cause problems? Not normally, no. You're right on that account. Especially if there wasn't the potential for a major payout that could offset the risk of being caught. But you must have an idea as to why someone would do this, Mr. Bannings. Huh? But there's nothing to gain from it. No, there is one thing. Something only someone within the tourism branch would know about. Something so few people ever deal with that it would easily go under the radar. You mean... The survey. Personal info. That's part of getting the rebate, and the money isn't going missing. Oh. This tourism guy might do. The rebate mirror from canceled reservations? Yep, probably. With reservation information altered, guests will be forced to cancel with the tourism campaign. But the funds are still requested when the reservation is completed. Our culprit in question exploited that gap and embezzled the funds from cancellations. It's the kind of thing only one person has access to. The person who makes the determinations. In other words, you. There has been some talk up the ladder at City Hall. It was discovered that the reports didn't match the approved budgets, which means someone from inside the organization was up to something. An investigation has been pending. Gracio, mind giving me a look at your computer? You! It's not true, sir. I would never embezzle money. I only wanted to bring some life into this town. Before I knew it, I had all this mirror at my fingertips, more than I'd ever seen. No, that's not what I meant to say. Well, I guess we managed to put that mystery to rest. I never imagined he'd be embezzling the funds. Well, whatever. At least we figured things out. What's the deal? This isn't what I was told. Gracio. You're the Spriggan, aren't you? You fix things, right? You'll do whatever you have to for Mira, even making crimes disappear. Didn't you read my request properly? Huh? Your request? Word on the street is that the Orbital Network issues are within your area of expertise. Would you be able to help me clean up this mess? I had a feeling we weren't on the same page. So, he expected us to help cover up his crime. Oh, what a huge misunderstanding. I did nothing wrong. The devil made me do it. If only you had just helped me cover everything up instead of blabbing about the whole thing. What kind of solutions are you? My whole life's over. Gracio. What a joke. Saying anything else at this point is just meddling, but we did accept his request. How will you deal with him? Let's go ahead and calm him down. Yeah. Stop blaming others. Seriously. The devil made you do it? The hell it did. This is you getting served your just desserts. You even dug your own grave by hiring us. If you can't accept any blame, you'll never be able to start over. Start over? How am I supposed to start over? That's up to you. I ain't gonna lie and tell you it's easy, but starting over is just the bare minimum, especially considering you put up that 4 SPG. You guys. We apologize for making a scene. We ain't trying to stand out any more than we already have. So, do you mind taking him to another room and calling the cops for us? No. I don't mind. And so, a calmer Gracio was taken to another room. To prevent the disturbance from spreading, he was handed over to the police via back door. After a time, an air of peace returned to the tumultuous City Hall. I hope you'll all forgive me. I never expected things to turn out like this. If it's any consolation, I was at least able to arrange for the payment on Gracio's behalf. You did solve the problem with the reservations, after all. Seeing how things went, I almost want to ask for a bonus. but I'll let it slide. It's partly our fault for not noticing the issue earlier. Man, don't tell me you feel sorry for the bastard. I'm not that naive. Depending on the client, it's not impossible that we'd accept that kind of request. But we're not obligated to help someone who just wants to avoid paying for their crimes. You're right. That simply isn't our way. I see. So this is a Spriggan. I'm ashamed to admit I was on my guard against you just because I heard you did jobs for the underworld. That does sound like an appropriate reaction. It's a shame things turned out like this, but I think your tourism plan is still a great idea. Please keep doing what you can to make our town a great place to visit. Of course. We'll have to restructure our campaign, though, and earn back the trust of the people we've made problems for. Good luck. With all the fallout, too. As for us, it's time we took our leave.
Another request complete.
Reward
All
deposited.
right. Law rank up to level 3, grade level 4. Hey. That's going to earn us a couple more things. Mayor, law. Let's take a look at that real quick. Van, hollow core. We have chaos, which... Oh. That would be my problem. I want gray.
I'll do my best to help.
That's the one I want. What's this? Regen, defense, evasion plus 35%. 90% chance to absorb magic. Gain 5 CP. If I pump the evasion a little higher, law might actually not be bad. We'll see. Strength plus 14%. Speed plus 42%. That's a lot. That's actually really good. Okay, well, leave it with gray. I hadn't looked properly to see what that was. Damage plus 50%. Ooh. Radical force looks really good. Okay, well, we'll see. And then we go here. Oh, we got a bunch. Lightning version
Good
B.
stuff.
Give that to somebody.
Good
Brahma.
stuff.
Ooh, that's going to be for my crit monkey.
Good stuff.
Evasion plus 10%. That'll probably go to Fairy.
Good stuff.
Warrior Beta. Damage plus 60.
Good stuff.
Shielder. Okay, what do we have? Evasion 12. So Saparna to Rastaban to Brahma 0. Vajra 1. Vajra 2. Yes. Brahma 0. Damage 75. You're at Sorcerer. You're at Haze. You're at Braver. You probably want... yeah, you probably want that one. You might want Warrior, though. So, what's lightning? Arts damage 45. There's damage 60. Arts damage 50. No. Scepter. Spark. You're gonna get lightning. There we go. All right. Anyway, we will call that a day there. See you next time.